Hi, ho everyone. My name's Mr. Fruit, and welcome to the GG Over Easy podcast, episode 102. Where in today's video, it doesn't not necessarily video in audio form. I'm just so used to saying video. My apologies. In the podcast, you can look forward to us discussing Rob's love-hate. It's a hate
Rob
relationship.
Fucking loves vegetables.
I'm starting a new weekly thing.
A new weekly thing, but most of his weekly things have also failed, though, haven't they?
No, I still work out. What was the other weekly things that we failed at?
Well, like, what was the week like the update and like the weight? You remember? And like,
yeah, I did update my weight. We're the same.
Okay. So he's gonna try and eat. Well, you'll find out. We talk about some games. Rob beat Ghost of Tsushima. I beat Deathloop. Playing through Kena Bridge of Spirits. Talking about that.
New MMO on the horizons.
That we're going to be playing too. And Blue even said he's more excited for it than Shadow Walk.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
And it's true. He
Clickbait.
Just didn't verbalize
what?
it. But that's what he's thinking. And...
all that and more on today's episode.
Excuse me? Yeah. So look forward to that. Oh, and some new merch.
Oh yeah, merch. Buy your merch.
And enjoy the podcast. Pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
I mean, we all shop online, right? We've all seen that promo code field taunt us at checkout because we don't have anything. And we could be potentially saving a lot of money. But thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. Honey is a free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best ones to your cart. Honey supports over 30,000 stores online. Imagine you're shopping at one of your favorite sites. When you're at the checkout, the Honey button drops down and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. On one of my latest purchases, I was buying a mic arm and Honey saved me $15 on it. Honey has about 17 million members and over $2 billion in savings. If you don't already have Honey, you could straight up be missing out on free savings. It's literally free and installs in a few seconds. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast. Get Honey for free and join honey.com/GG. That's joinhoney.com/GG.
Dr. Pepper?
No, sparkling water.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
It's a cherry bubbly.
Ooh, Claire hates bubbly, so I don't know why.
What?
She's like,
I just hate sparkling water.
Is she a LaCroix boy?
She hates LaCroix even more.
Oh, really? What's sparkling water then?
It's like I don't know. She drinks all the time, so she has her own tier list, I'm sure. But I think she actually, bubbly's above LaCroix, but I think she actually likes this like off-brand one we have here the most.
I'm gonna have to try then.
Yeah,
I'm a sparkling water enthusiast.
Are you? I just think it's just like trying to be something it's not, you know? Just
Dude,
be water or be soda, you know?
Just choose one.
Well, see, like it's the carbonated. I've found out I love the carbonated texture of the drink more than I like the taste.
Well, see,
although I do fuck heavy with Dr. Pepper, but sparkling water curbs my crippling addiction to carbonated drinks.
I like the carbonation, but at the same time, without like a flavor behind it, I can't. Or like the gross watered down flavor. It's just like I go overseas and they're like, "I'll take water," and then I take a sip and I'm like, "What is this?" And it's I don't know. There's just something about
They're ahead of the curve. They're ahead of the curve.
So bubbly.
Are we starting the podcast with this?
Yeah, I guess we started.
Oh, okay. Are you been recording or no?
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
Oh, well, welcome to the podcast, guys, to GG Easy.
But like, that's my thing with sparkling water. Be
Episode
soda
102, the great sparkling water debate.
Or be soda. You
What
know,
are we
you're being
debating
you're being bad at both, you know? Like,
by
you trying to be both has hindered your performance as water.
No,
like, you should just be water or just be soda. You're half-assing both, which makes you sparkling water.
Listen, dude, I'm just going to be straight up honest here, Rob. Take. When half your diet consists of Taco Bell, okay, probably everything else tastes like trash too. Okay, so I need you to understand the reasoning behind sparkling water being so good is that it's not normal water. Just it's got a little gimmick to it. I'm not gonna lie that sparkling water is gimmicky.
Yeah,
but the little extra sauce it gives hits me right in my
meow meow.
Right in my meow meow. Yeah.
The thing I will say, I did have dinner last night that wasn't fast food. We had breakfast for dinner, but then I got McDonald's at like 11:30. So let's go. So they cancel each other out.
Yeah, dude, what's your go-to McDonald's order?
Oh, I was feeling a classic last night. Just the Big Mac and a large fry.
Just a classic Big Mac.
Just keep it
an ass blaster.
But sometimes with the Big Mac, though, I've noticed this. As I take bites, like it gets worse and worse. Like I just hate the Big Mac sauce more and more.
Yes.
Like
I don't know what it is.
I think they changed up the Mac sauce at some point. Like it's just like a little too like.
It ain't ba 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 ba. It's ba ba ba.
Yeah, it's like
I think it's sauce power creep. To be honest,
yeah, I don't like. I almost want to say. I almost might say light Big Mac sauce now. When I ask for a Big Mac,
that's fair. No, I think it is sauce power creep. There's just so much sauce has evolved so much over the years, and Big Mac sauce has remained mostly the same. And I feel like it just hasn't aged that well for me.
What is the sauce, Blue?
The Big Mac sauce, isn't it? It's like mayo and like the Big Mac sauce, honestly,
you might have McDonald's knocking on your door here in any second. I
don't know the exact because the Big Mac sauce, like, ooh, it's Big Mac sauce, but like everyone knows how to make it. I forget, it's like mayo and some other shit, like some like Thousand Island type beat or something.
And then now cue Mr. Fruit saying, I don't remember the last time I had McDonald's.
I wasn't gonna say anything because I got nothing.
But yeah.
I don't think I've even ever had a Big Mac.
What?
Yeah. Just because it always came with so much stuff I didn't like.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like what? Lettuce? Like it only comes with lettuce and pickles and meat and bun. Like pickles. What? Yeah, I don't like McDonald's pickles blow.
They like blow literally the last time I had McDonald's when I was like 7, and I would get a hamburger with ketchup. That's it. Like bun, ketchup, meat, bun.
Now, admittedly, my guilty pleasure, I do fuck heavy with like Quarter Pounder. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I like the
quarter pound, eh?
90% of the time, it's McNuggets with sweet and sour sauce, and then Dr. Pepper from McDonald's hits different. But sometimes
every soda does there.
Yeah, McDonald's has like the perfect. Like they rarely get soda wrong at McDonald's, and fountain drinks is so variable, and that's probably my biggest reason I still go to McDonald's. They just get the drink right.
I can't remember the last time I went. It was whenever I went for that.
The spicy nuggets.
Yeah.
Oh, the spicy nuggets. Fuck. I missed those.
They were mid.
I missed the sauce more than I missed the nuggets.
Retweet that. Yeah.
Is the sauce? You still can't get the sauce? Is it not there anymore?
I don't think so. I think they phased it out with.
They phased it out, which is annoying because like I haven't like there's no. Fast food joints just don't have like good like hot dippable sauce, and like the Mighty Hot Sauce was the closest I was to having like a good fast food spicy little hitter.
Well, so
I'm a little sad about it.
I had a spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A yesterday, and I'm sitting there like, bro, spicy nugs win. There's got to be a reason they haven't done it.
From Chick-fil-A, that's true.
Pop off for spicy.
I haven't had Chick-fil-A in a long time because we don't stand Chick-fil-A, but
it's true. I'm not.
If
better.
they had
I'm
spicy nugs, they would blow up. They would annihilate the chicken.
Yeah, because they already have a spicy sandwich, right? Like what stopping?
Well, that's like literally, and I can just eat the chicken. I don't even eat the sandwich with anything, with any sauce. Like the flavor of the spice is enough. Just
when I was really trying to like lose weight and cut, that's all I really ate. I think for like a week straight is at Lifetime. Mr. Fruit. There's that Chick-fil-A that's like right outside of the Lifetime. I would literally just get a 12 count. And I would just eat just the chicken, no sauce or anything. It was pretty sad. And then I'd get the fruit cup with it. Extra depressing.
Get grilled nugs. It's even better.
Gross.
What?
Don't.
No, the
ew. Soggy, wet. Gross. No.
You're going to some weird.
Right. One time they accidentally gave me grilled chicken nuggets, and I was pissed.
All right.
I ate them, but they were gross and wet.
I've had enough of whatever this is. Okay, you're in the mood this morning, Mr. Robert.
What? Because I'm calling out
something's up
grilled,
with you,
the grilled ones.
Grilled nuggets are good.
No, they're
Their
gross.
grilled nuggets are very good.
And they
They're
have like
wet.
a nice
How many
flavor.
times have you had them?
Once, and they came wet, and I was upset.
You had it once.
Well,
yeah,
see,
that's at that point that's anecdotal evidence.
Yeah, you had it once, anecdotal, and on top of that, it's biased because you were already upset it wasn't what you ordered.
Yeah.
So
So, you know, the introvert in me was like, well, I guess this is what I'm eating, you know? Like,
This is my meal now.
yeah, like, I'm not going to start a whole thing on this. Especially, like, with DoorDash, it's impossible. Especially if you get it delivered, it's like, oh, this isn't what I ordered. Okay, do you want $2 of what it cost? It's like, sure, I guess.
All right. There's this place near me that does like acai bowls. And yes, Robert.
A lot of people talk about acai bowls, and I'm too afraid at this point to ask what they are.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well,
I don't know what it is.
Hit him, Blue.
So acai balls are basically like the base is like a fruit smoothie, and then they just throw a shit ton of like actual fresh fruit on the smoothie. So you're like basically like eating like the fruit equivalent of a Chipotle bowl.
With some
It's
granola
really good.
and honey.
So it's just like it's just like an Omega parfait.
Not quite. Like
there's not. I mean, there's parfaits are like very yogurt, like
literally
a lot of yogurt, mostly yogurt with like fruit toppings and some nuts and Nola and all that. Whereas an acai bowl is just like some blended fruit
like
with
a
just
smoothie.
a lot of fruit.
Like a smoothie base.
It's like half smoothie, half fresh fruit.
Isn't a smoothie just milk and
No.
like what's the difference?
Well, everyone is different, but like let me
There's a
try
lot of
and
ways to make
see what
smoothie.
the ingredients of an acai bowl. An acai bowl specifically is good because it's considered to be like a superfood or whatever, and it's really good for you. However, it has, I think it's more of like an earthy taste, so they mix it in with a whole bunch of stuff.
So it's like a V8 parfait.
Oh,
okay. Get rid of the parfait, and think of it more like a smoothie.
I love parfaits. Like, if it does it have a parfait kind of taste?
You could probably get like a
no. They don't literally just take parfaits out of your mind.
You could probably get
like
acai with some yogurt, but it's never going to be a parfait.
Can you 3D print acai?
I mean, in the future, absolutely, but at the current time.
Okay, so for instance, like the place I go to, the base blend, which would be the acai, is organic acai. Then they say VB blend. No idea what that means. Bananas.
A lot of smoothie places, they'll do like blends with like a little hint of protein powder or like some. They're like metabolism booster or like their wellness booster.
They say
it comes
right
with
here.
like little.
It's our
extra
own
stuff in it.
Superfood blend consisting of some of the world's leading superfoods. Mangosteen, aronio berry, camu moringa, acai, blueberry, and pomegranate.
Pomegranate.
There
you go.
As well as banana, strawberry, and organic flaxseed. So that's all mixed together to make this like, smoothie-like mix. And then on the top of it, with the one I get, comes with granola, honey, banana, strawberry, goji, and berries.
Goji berries. That's like the ultimate trendy food right now.
Dude, they're nice. I like them.
It sounds like really good.
Oh,
I know
I get whey protein mixed into the blend too.
Yep.
There's a it used to be like a gyro place, but it's no longer a gyro place. Nope. Yes. I said what I said. I said what I said.
I don't blame you. First time I saw it too, I was like, gyro. And then someone's like, I'm like, the what now? What?
The stupid American in me that's gyro.
Well, to be fair, in English, again,
it got replaced. It's now an acai place, and I saw it and I was like, oh, I don't know what that is, so I'm not ever eating at that place ever.
You know what's funny is this just reminded me a quick tangent. I was watching Arios' stream. Yeah, a quick little tangent.
This
just a quick
podcast.
One. Just a quick one. I was like, is like internally there a reason you don't go there because you're like, that place took out my old place? Because I was watching Arios' stream and he was like, yeah, this one place I used to go to. So this place Okay, hold up. Come to the station, Blue. Here we go. Okay, so he went to this place for like 20 years of his life, and then he was like, yeah, and then it got replaced by a Mama Margie's. And Mama Margie's is great. But he was like, but I can never go back in there because there's too many memories of my old place. So I was like, Rob, is there like
a ghost of what used to be here?
No, I only went there like occasionally. Like I don't love gyros. Like they're okay. And this place was like it was like build your own gyro kind of. So like almost like kind of what this acai place sounds like, where it's like a Chipotle of fruit and parfaits. This was more so like a gyro Chipotle. But it was more so just like if I like I've never had Indian food. Like I see something, I'm like, I've never had that. I probably don't know if I like it or not. I'm too afraid to ask. Oh, there's McDonald's. I'll just go and get that. Creature of habit, Rob is. I'm too afraid to try something and like try and broaden my horizons and then have my heart broken and be like, I don't like this. And then because like a lot of things come with veggies and like the last thing I want to be is like hold the veggies because like I just feel like that just
eat your veggies, boy.
No,
you need them.
I'm okay.
You need
what do I need them for?
Because they're good for you.
What do I need them for? Look at these fucking guns, boy. You want to see these things? Look.
Show them. Let's go.
Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted?
Let's go, Rob. Let's go.
They could be bigger with vitamins.
Is this what you wanted?
With some veggies, dude. Sky's the limit.
Let's go, Rob. Let's go.
That's a Taco Bell bicep. That's not a vegetable bicep.
Hey, veggies like would not help my body at all. My body has like learned to adjust. You know.
That's not.
So if I have one piece of broccoli in the whole year, it's almost as if I had a whole broccoli every day because it's more broccoli than I ate last year.
It's not how that works.
Not at all, actually.
In fact, what you might be feeling like, ooh, I feel weird.
Doubled my intake.
It's your body being like, finally sustenance, yes.
I don't think like
hold on to it.
Like I had a salad the other day that had the synthetic bacon and a lot of dressing on it.
Okay, yeah. Did it come with anything aside from lettuce?
Cheese.
Okay, so at that point, you're just eating watery. Like lettuce doesn't give you much nutritional.
It was a Caesar salad. Oh, croutons. It had some great croutons.
My favorite vegetable, croutons.
Yo, croutons fuck though. Too hard, unfortunately.
I gotta go grow my
bread, dude.
Like I think like the last like vegetable I actually ate were green beans, and I think I had like one. Like
Man, I hate you.
Like I just like
I fucking dislike you, honestly.
And you know what you're doing? You're poisoning the minds of our listeners. The young
no, I am not.
Hey,
hey, if you like vegetables,
are sick. They're so cool, dude.
Hey, let me be free. Isn't this America? I can eat that.
This is America.
Rob eats like way worse than I do, but like I look at food and I gain like 10 pounds. Like if I look in a direction, I'm like I die.
I understand how extremely lucky I am. I have the metabolism of Seabiscuit. You know,
God,
like,
I can't believe and then you just fucking gain.
Very scared, Blue. Very scared. I already feel like it's kind of starting, but like if I'm being honest with you guys, like if I flex still, like it's still kind of there. You know, it's like but there's
kind of there. What do you mean?
My 6-pack, like a 6-pack is still kind of there, but it's a little. I could tighten it up a little bit with some core exercises, which I just don't do.
Actually, yeah, let me because you DM'd me earlier about like, hey, like some core exercises. That's one of the biggest myths in working out and fitness.
Okay.
You can't target fat no matter what you do. So if you're like, I want to get rid of core, I'm gonna do some core exercises. Won't work, and in fact might make it worse.
Because I'm just making it bigger or something?
Yeah, and then you're not losing the fat, so it'll look bigger. The way it works is real simple. Whatever the last amount of fat you gained is the first you're gonna lose. So wherever you gain fat first, that will be the last part.
Right here.
Yeah, big old booty. The first part you gain fat in will be the last part you lose it. That's always the hardest. So
it's like a Krabby Patty. It goes to your thighs first, and then you explode.
I saw this video of the voice actors, like of SpongeBob, acting it out, but as like the actors rather than animated. It made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was like a weird fever dream. Like at one point, I was like, okay, this has to be like photoshopped, but it was real. Like
And you can just like someone made a point like they're gonna have a problem like with The Simpsons where all your voice actors are gonna start dying.
You know
what do you do?
Back to the vegetables thing. I'm gonna start a new thing on the podcast. All right, you guys ready for this? So
Rob
Sydney and
eats
I like
one
to cook.
piece of vegetable.
I will eat. We'll do a vegetable recipe thing, and I will have a review on what I thought of said vegetable.
Okay.
Okay. You guys challenged me. What is the vegetable you guys would like to see me eat by the next time we record the podcast?
Asparagus.
And I will like eat it. I'll record it, and I will have like. I
vote spinach. Spinach is
easy.
so good for you.
No, spinach is too easy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we need him to make him realize, like, you think spinach, like, but then you do it. It's not a big deal,
Gross.
And it's so good for you.
Nah, spinach is disgusting. However, I do fuck with spinach just because it's very good for you. However, that's so easy though, because he'll just eat like a little feather of it. And
no,
like,
I will eat like a serving of
like a cup.
Yes, like whatever a serving is of like that food. Like I hate broccoli. I'll do it if you like, but like you just understand, I will be gagging and I will come back with a terrible review on broccoli because I know
also you can prepare it differently though.
Well, that's what I mean. Like I'll have like Sydney be like, I made it like when we'll like talk about how we made it. Like it doesn't have to just be like a piece of broccoli. You know, it could be like cheese broccoli or things like that. You know, something that is like. Not cheese broccoli necessarily, but just something that's like spiced.
We're trying to go healthy, so let's not get like candied vegetables. They weren't that bad. Yeah.
Ichio rings.
Yeah. So
that's a fruit, Robert.
Yeah, it's true. But
all right, so give me a vegetable. Great idea.
Let's just go with asparagus then.
So I'm gonna have asparagus.
Yeah.
How many leaves of asparagus?
Oh, you got to eat like a cup. Oh my god.
Like my
man's just said leaves.
Do you know what an asparagus?
Like that's what they like. It's
you
like
mean stalks?
A stem, sure. Like how many stems of asparagus?
Serving asparagus. Probably like 4 or 5 of them at least.
How many stems? I was thinking of like the things that come off of the asparagus. Like those.
You think they sit there and count them? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so like, you get like asparagus. Yeah, with like asparagus at least.
So 3,
4,
4. Like
I'm looking up.
Like if we make like let's say pork tenderloin and we have asparagus on the side of it, like what would be the appropriate amount of asparagus to eat with that?
A standard serving size is 6 medium spears.
Nice, 6. Let's go.
6
for only 20 calories. You get a lot of nutrients.
So many asparagus is so good for you.
So you need 6 spears. It does.
Your piss go stanky wanky.
So not only am I gonna gag while I eat it, I'm also gonna gag while I pee it.
You're just gonna have to.
All right, but I will go in it with an open mind. You know,
I can tell. I can tell. I can feel the open-mindedness.
And then I'm going to come back with a review on what I think of asparagus as a vegetable. And then you guys can challenge me next week.
And you can't be compared to Taco Bell cinnamon twists, they don't really compare.
Like, let me show you guys. Like, I will tell you guys vegetables I've never eaten. All right?
It's going to be a long list.
All right. I've never had eggplant. I've never had eggplant before.
Okay.
I've never had cauliflower before. I look at cauliflower and I think that looks cauliflower looks like broccoli's ugly cousin. You know, like just ew.
Because it's white? Is that it?
I've never had like a portobello mushroom. You know, I always pick around the mushrooms. Like I do not like mushrooms.
Okay, how about this? Let's go with the ones you have eaten.
The ones I have eaten. Okay. I've had bell pepper. I've had broccoli, regrettably. Yellow onion and red onion.
Bell peppers? What do you think of bell peppers?
I don't like bell peppers. Like I had like a stuffed peppers one time, and like it was all like it's just too like I like peppers like cut up if it's like in a fajita, but like when I'm eating like just a big chunk of red bell pepper, it's just like it's just gross.
Okay, well, first off, not every vegetable has to be the only way you consume it is if you like bell peppers and something, that's fine. I'm not like, hey, all these eat raw and by themselves. That's the thing. You can put vegetables and so many different things in creative ways and still get the benefits.
I'm looking on this list. I've had corn. I've had carrot.
What do we think of corn?
I like corn a lot.
Okay, well, that's one of the least
nutritious.
Yeah, but
I like corn because I think it's funny when you poop it out.
Yeah, it's hard to digest.
I like carrots. Carrots with ranch is one of my favorites.
Okay.
There
you go.
I don't remember.
But you probably dunk them in ranch.
Yeah, he's like, it's ranch with a side of carrots.
It's not a dip; it's a scoop.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Yeah. At that point, you've neutralized the hell.
All right. Here's one you'll be very surprised at that I like.
Okay. Yeah.
I like cucumber.
Cucumbers.
I like cucumbers.
Nutritionally, I don't think
they're great. They're amazing. They're so good.
Like cucumber water is one of my favorite little treats.
But cucumber, what the fuck? Oh no, I love cucumber water.
You never had cucumber water?
No, I love cucumber water.
That's not consuming cucumber.
No, it's about the taste of fruit.
I am getting a little so when you put advanced GG in a thing and shake it up.
Okay, but do you see how that dissolves and then is mixed and you consume it? When you put the cucumber in the water,
soggy.
does it just disappear when you shake it?
Here's the thing. Advanced GG is about minimizing the negative parts of caffeine. It's not about healthy. It's about having a healthier access to caffeine. So not as bad as other places. The point is, don't ever diss cucumber water again. That shit fucks.
Yeah, cucumber water is dope.
It's so refreshing.
Especially
it's more
before
refreshing
you get a
than
massage.
normal water. Oh yeah. Dude.
I hate celery. I do not like celery.
Celery is like 90% water.
Gross.
I love
dude.
celery.
Like why do they give when you get like hot wings? Do they just try and piss you off by giving you celery? Like what?
It's supposed to be like a palate cleanser.
Wait a sec. I'm gonna blow your mind. Cucumber's a fruit, so it's not a vegetable you like. Sorry.
Yeah.
Why is it a fruit?
It's in the same family as watermelons and pumpkins.
Oh, dude!
But most people consider them veggies.
Yo,
but they're fruit.
Hey, did you? So okay, I want to ask this, Rob. What's a pickle?
Pickle Rick.
I guess a fruit technically now, because isn't a pickle a cucumber?
Oh, thank you. Do you know how many people I have asked, like how I've talked about this, and they don't know that a pickle is a cucumber? Like the American education system, actually not even American. I want to point this: the UK
people.
World
issue.
What are you guys? What's wrong with you? The UK education system
about this more
is a failure. How? Because literally every single UK person I've talked to, they're just like, wait, what? Hold on.
They have pickles.
Wait, bro, a cucumber's a pickle, bro. And I've been like, the fuck are you talking about? That's literally, you just pickle a cucumber. It's a pickle. You're like, oh, bro, that's crazy, innit?
I like garlic, but you can't just eat garlic. That's kind of gross.
I would hope not.
Oh,
yeah, it's kind of gross.
I fuck so heavy with garlic.
I feel bad for Sydney if you just
like one of my favorite smells is garlic in a pan. Ooh. Great smell.
That's like right up there with like when you like saute onions in a pan.
I've eaten tomatoes, but I only like tomatoes on a sandwich or a burger.
Tomatoes are a fruit, aren't they?
Like I'm not just gonna eat a tomato.
They're probably
like you know what I mean.
Fruit, yeah.
I'm pretty sure tomatoes are classified as a fruit technically.
They look like a vegetable. Okay.
Yeah, they are a fruit.
Whatever. You put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. Okay, like it's still the same.
Tomatoes are a big part of my diet because they're highly anti-inflammatory.
I've never had a turnip, so I've never.
Neither have I. I'm not 69. I'm not 68 years old.
I've had turnips.
Hey, I love potatoes. Love potatoes.
Potatoes are just a lot of starch. Not amazing for you.
But like there is like the potato diet. Like you could literally just eat potatoes and survive.
And potatoes are a very. You remember the cheesy potato lady? For the you guys ever watched that episode of like I can only eat cheesy potatoes and like it was like diet nightmares or something or some shit.
No.
And then like the comment section, and the comment section was like people were like, how has she lived this long? And like people like in the comment section were like, yeah, I'm a nutritionist and it's funny because potatoes are actually like a surprisingly complete food for a diet, and they give you just about every nutrient you need. So you could feasibly survive on potatoes. Ironically, the only thing it is missing is a dairy input, or not dairy, but like the vitamin D aspect of food, and which surprisingly you would be able to get from a little bit of cheese. So is it the healthiest way? No, but it's a surprisingly complete diet if you were to eat only that. And I was like, well, fuck me, Karen, because now I just want to eat potatoes all day.
I'm just eating cheesy potatoes for the rest of my life.
You know what I think looks like the most disgusting vegetable on this list?
Hit me with it.
Artichoke. I think artichokes look
nuts.
So gross, bro.
Hey, yeah.
I think artichokes are like, they look like they're protecting something. Like, don't eat this. Like by like having a protective defensive layer around it. Like,
yeah, artichokes are just like, I'm gonna fuck your wife, like that.
Ew. I'm not eating. That's my one ban. I ban artichokes.
Pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
Fresh from San Diego, California, comes one of the premium sunglasses brand that I love wearing. I'm talking about Blenders Eyewear, and you're going to be just as hooked as I am when you see how awesome these shades are. Blender sent me one of my favorite pairs I've ever had. It's the Mesa brand and called Crossing Alaska. It's like this white polarized with a blue lens. It's so sick. They're perfect to wear while I'm in traffic. Chase Fisher started Blenders by selling his beachy shades out of a backpack while doubling as a surf instructor at Pacific Beach. His goal was to create an adventurous, mid-priced eyewear option with the same cool factor as the other leading styles. And it's not just sunglasses. Blender has prescription sunglasses, readers, and blue lights, as well as snow collection with goggles and accessories. Live life forward in motion with Blenders today. To score 15% off your Blenders purchase, visit blenderseyewear.com and enter promo code GGVIP. That's blenderseyewear.com, code GGVIP for 15% off. Blenders, rocked with pride worldwide. We all shop online, and we've all seen that promo code taunt us at the checkout because we don't have a promo code to use. But thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. Honey is a free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best ones to your cart. Honey supports over 30,000 online stores as well. They range from sites that have tech and gaming products to popular fashion brands and even food delivery. Imagine you're shopping at one of your favorite sites. When you're at checkout, the Honey button drops and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. Wait a few seconds as Honey searches for the coupons and finds it for that site and applies that coupon directly to your cart. Like I said earlier, when I was buying a mic arm, Honey saved me about $15 with a code that I didn't even know existed. Honey has found its over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. If you don't already have Honey, you could straight up be missing out on savings. It's literally free and installs in a few seconds. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/GG. That's joinhoney.com/GG.
You have so many vegetable bans.
Nope. Ban.
Artichokes can also be
literally.
really
I'm saying
good.
that you guys can
You'd be
have me
surprised.
eat.
Literally, if it's green, you hate it. So you hate the Hulk, you fucking racist.
Yeah. Jesus, man.
Like this, like I've had more not on this list than I have actually ate. Like arugula. I don't know what that is.
Arugula's kind of.
I've never had Brussels sprouts. I refuse.
I love Brussels sprouts.
Refuse.
So hey, did you guys know this? More vegetable facts from Blue. There is a reason why everyone hates Brussels sprouts. It's because Brussels sprouts, when we were kids, are vastly different from the Brussels sprouts we have now. So like Brussels sprouts now are really good because they've mastered the art of farming.
That's what adults want you to think, Blue. That's what
absolutely not.
That's what the adults want
Brussels
you to think.
sprouts. Brussels sprouts fuck so hard.
Conspiracy.
Oh, like
Those
some
layers,
baked,
bro.
Oh, some baked Brussels.
That's just
sprouts.
Kellogg trying to sell their Brussels sprouts to you, all right?
Sheesh.
I don't know who sells Brussels
Shredded
sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. Too.
Sheesh.
Like
Love Brussels sprouts.
all right, so I will make spinach, which on this
No, you're doing
list just looks like a
asparagus
picture
first.
of a leaf.
You're doing asparagus first.
Oh, I'm doing asparagus. That's right. I'm doing asparagus.
Spears of asparagus.
You have to deep
And-
throw that shit.
Every time
Mayo?
time Sydney gets asparagus though, she puts it like in a glass of water and then just puts it in there. And then we never eat it and then it just grows fucking arms and a leg. So
Yeah, that's right.
there-
That's actually fun. You could technically get an infinite amount of food if you just
grows.
keep on growing.
It always turns. I always call it like a science experiment. Like anytime she ever buys asparagus, it just turns into a science experiment because we don't eat it and it just starts growing. Like starts growing a consciousness and everything.
They're becoming sentient.
Asparagus are apparently really good at CS:GO. So
I'll have to figure out how to cook it apparently, or how to make it, because you guys just don't eat asparagus like.
Yes, you
Like-
do. Yes,
you
you do.
can. But
I love asparagus.
How do you cook it, or like
a
how
lot
do
of
you
people
prepare
just,
it?
You can put it on just like tin foil, put it in the oven, bake it
Yeah,
like
really
that.
good. You could some steamed asparagus, really good
Steam
too.
it. It's always easy.
Steamed veggies in general are goated.
They're the easiest too.
Oh, they're so good, nice and
But I
hot
think
and warm.
Personally, I like some crispy asparagus.
You guys want
Crispy
to know?
asparagus is really good too.
You guys want to know one of the saddest places on earth? Inside
Your
a
stomach?
frozen
Inside of your
vegetable
body.
bag.
What?
Inside a frozen vegetable bag. Like that's got to be one of the most depressing places on earth.
That's you are
Like, I'm serious. Like, I think about that, like opening one of those, and
You
the
look at
smells,
that like I feel for you guys.
like
Jesus
hey, like
Christ.
that is so gross. Like,
What is wrong with you?
I really mean it. If you guys put like a bowl of steamed vegetables in front of me and said like, if you finish that bowl, we'll give you like $20,000. It would be the hardest $20,000 I've ever earned.
Dude,
Like-
people would be making out like
So
bandits with the.
dramatic, man.
No, I'm not. I would be like, am I allowed to like puke and stuff?
No,
See,
what?
like, I'm talking like if I had a bowl
I
of
hate
like
you.
steamed vegetables in front of me,
hate
like
you
that
here.
I could not do. But like if I had like a filet mignon and asparagus next to me, oh yeah, for sure, I can manage that. But I got 6 stalks of that coming up.
Why?
but-
How have you made it this far?
I'll have
What
I'll
is-
have my
Yeah,
I'll have my
that's what I'm
asparagus
saying.
review.
Like, you know how you're supposed to like do regular oil changes, you know, to like keep your car up? I feel like your body just hasn't had an oil change ever. It's
Hey,
just-
I'll have you know, I have been
you
PBing.
put that dipstick in there and you're like,
I
"Ooh."
cannot wait for you to be fat.
I've been
dude. It's gonna
PBing
be
on Peloton these
be so
past like
great.
3 days every day. Metal rides. I'm back on my metals. Shit.
Speaking of messed up internal systems, that's what I woke up to this morning. Just
Oh, your butt came out of
big-
your butt?
You have a hemorrhoid?
hard, raging
Boner.
pain. No, not
Oh.
boner. My kidneys, bro. I was like, ah.
How do you
I was like, this is
It's-
it. It's
How do
explosive.
you
These
just
guys
have
are
it-
like literally the
exploding.
opposite bodies, right? Fruit takes care of himself. He's like macroing like what he eats. He's like, I know exactly what I put in my body today, and I could tell you the exact nutrients that went into me by like grams, micrograms.
No, we're like, yeah.
Whereas Rob is like, and Fruit has like all these health problems.
Yeah.
Whereas Rob is like, yeah, I ate like some Taco Bell at McDonald's today, some shit. And like the
Peloton
worst he
for a
gets,
fucking hour.
and then like the worst that ever happens to him is like, yeah, I had a hemorrhoid once.
I'm just riding the Peloton too. Well, anyway,
I mean-
yeah, I woke up and I was like, this is it. I'm having
Kidney
fu-
stone.
no, what's it called? When your kidney bursts.
Oh,
It's the
you're
worst.
having-
Appendicitis?
Yeah, appendicitis. I was like,
Kidney
this
fire
is
4?
happening. It has to. This is the hardest pee I've ever had to do, man.
You're such a hypochondriac.
Well, I wake up, the arm.
It's always just worst case.
and I try and move, and it's like, eh! I'm like, oh my, I'm awake now. It wasn't even like, oh, I'm tired. I moved to do my alarm, and I'm like, I'm awake. And I
How,
was
how do you
like,
know it's a kidney per se? Like that's why. Like how can you like feel something internally going like, oh my god, my liver.
well,
Like
I have great body awareness, you know.
you see, I don't. I just go, ooh, my body.
Ooh, somewhere in my body.
Yeah, like my.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, it was a hard pee,
Where
but
are
I
your
got through and
kidneys?
it felt better. Like on your sides, I'm trying to think, like not directly on your sides, but like where your ribs kind of come down. If you go like from that, like down, you'll kind of find them around there.
Can you guys touch your lungs if you suck in?
What?
Why would I want to? Oh my god! Stop doing that. You're giving me.
You guys
you're
can't
stressing
touch-
me out.
Oh, I can like suck in my whole body when I like suck in like my stomach. Like I don't know if you ever. It's like just like rid. Like
No, I got a
Yeah.
nice layer of fat that won't let me do that. I don't think you're touching your lungs though.
I feel like you think you're touching your lungs,
Yeah.
but you're not actually.
That's incredible though. The vacuum stomach.
Oh,
We're getting
haven't done that.
Rob. We're getting a ton of Rob this podcast.
All your organs like.
But no, you can touch your lungs if I'm not mistaken. Like it's like right under your ribs, right?
They're housed in there, yeah. Well, below
like,
technically, but I don't think you're
like
touching your lungs, man.
Well, what am I touching then?
Skin?
No, it's a lump, dude. It's like an internal organ. I can like cup it. I can like hey, get over here.
How in the world could you cup your
Or
lung?
like, have you ever done like this? So like I can, and then like I have this weird ball. Like I do this, and then there's like this weird little ball that like comes from some platus in my neck that I can like poke.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I found out about it when I was like 12. I was just like sitting there one day and it happened.
I'm
I
uncomfortable.
think you're dying.
Mom, pick me up. I'm scared. Well,
I actually like went to the doctors for it, but they just said I'm a very cysty person. I just have like cysts on my body.
You know, I get that vibe from you. You're very cysty. You're a
I just have cysts.
You're a Sagittarius, aren't you?
They were like, you could like get these cysts out, but it would like be like, I was like, do they hurt me? And they're like, no. I was like, oh, okay, well, just they could just kick it then.
Lord have mercy.
They're like, maybe like one day it gets bad. And I'm like, okay.
Don't
Because
worry
like I have
about
some
it.
in my legs, and then like I know I have one in my arm here, and so I have like two in my legs, one in my arm, and then I think like one like on my back somewhere.
You're like the polka dot man,
Yeah.
but you won't
Polka
recover
dot.
when they explode.
Except I just don't throw up at night. Sometimes. If the food ain't good.
That's the fact that you throw up so much from food too is not a good. I can't tell you the last time I threw up, much less threw up from food.
Really? Oh, that's like
I don't think I've ever thrown up from food.
I'd probably say like me and my cat Max probably have like the same kind of like.
You want to know
projections
why?
of
Because
throw
it's
ups in a
probably
week.
just like a cesspool in there.
Oh,
and maybe
dude.
it's
And like sometimes, bro, like I'll puke. It'll be like straight, like brown muck.
Okay, you know,
and it's
let's
like,
just move. Let's just move on.
No,
it's just like,
Jesus
damn, like
Christ.
what
Canada
is
Bridge of
this?
Spirits. How's
Like,
that?
Yeah.
Like, what did I
Listen.
eat?
So I
that
finished
made this?
Deathloop, and I'm playing Kina at Deathloop first off. Still spoiler free. Freaking sick.
Oh, really? Like you beat it?
Yeah, beat it. And well, technically, I beat the story. There's still like some secret and stuff if I want to go around. Blah blah blah. My only marks on the game are the bugs and glitches. For me, I talked about it. Every time I want to inspect a weapon, it got a little bit better. It would crash. So like 25% of the time. So at 1 out of every 4 times I want to change something on my gun, it crashes. Little annoying. But at least it wasn't in game and reset any progress. Still pretty annoying though. But the biggest one, after day 1, I was never able to connect to their servers at all, ever. And I was like, oh, they must be down the first day. And I was looking it up, and I was like, I can't. Day 2, okay. Now I'm looking it up. No one's talking about this. And then I found a way, like, servers are up. Everything's working. What the fudge? Okay, so I try, like, a beta branch of a new update they're doing. That doesn't fix it. I uninstall. I patch. I restart my computer.
Sounds like my Destiny 1 issue.
Yeah, I'm going through everything. Nothing. Still can't connect. They do another update. Still can't connect. And so, yeah, I had to go through the whole thing without being able to connect online, which you might be like, well, why does that matter? Because the Julianas invading me were AI instead of players.
They're just trash.
Yeah, which for most people would be like, oh, what's the problem? But I want the challenge, baby. I want that guy hunting me. It makes me way more fun. When it's an AI, 9 times out of 10, they're just gunning for me, beeline, and I know what's going on, and I just dunk on them. It's not the same. But when it's a player, mind games, and it's more fun. And on top of that, if I ever want to invade as Juliana, I literally cannot right now. I haven't been able to do that. I've not been able to play that part of the game because I can't connect to the servers.
And it's like, what was the Destiny 1 code that I always got that stopped a lot of people from being able to connect to the Destiny 1 servers for whatever reason? It sounds like it's like that issue where it's like a very
being bad.
I just forget what it was, but it sounds like the same kind of thing where everybody else can connect to servers, but for some reason,
well, and the frustrating thing too, I'm tweeting, I'm looking, I'm going through Reddit, I'm even sorting by like every topic possible. No one is complaining they can't connect to it. Apparently, it's just me. I've even tweeted a couple times. I'm like, yo, what the fudge?
That's a bit sad, isn't it?
And it makes me say, well, like literally right now, like after I finish the game, I want to invade this Juliana and just play some of that. I can't. So that's my only issue was the bugs and stuff. But as far as the actual game itself, fantastic. Loved it all. I guess the only thing is I don't know if there are multiple endings. I think there might be. I'm not sure. But I know the ending I had, and I think a general sentiment, without going on any spoilers, is the ending doesn't tie up as nicely as you thought it might. Like, just wasn't as much exposition, I guess, that you were hoping for. But it was still a satisfying ending, and I was still happy with it. I just wanted a little bit more. But yeah, Deathloop would definitely recommend. Really fun. Now I got to go back and replay Dishonored, and then actually get to Dishonored 2 now. And then I just started Kena, Bridge of Spirits, which came out the 21st on PlayStation 5 and currently Epic Games Store on PC. I don't know if it'll always be a Epic Games exclusive or it's like a time thing. I'm only like 2 hours in, but so far, increíble. It's so good. It's gorgeous. That's for sure. So stylized. And it's so wholesome. It's so
I
nice.
like I watched Versus play it for a little bit. And it looks like legit. Both him and Hovey said it looks like a Pixar movie kind of a thing. And I like the little dudes.
Yeah, they're called rots.
Rots.
And they're so adorable. And
yeah,
they
they're
follow
very
you all around, and you can give them hats. You can find new hats and give them all different hats. And
give you little kisses on the cheek. That's what
yeah,
Versus
you can like kiss or like it'll sneeze and you'll be like, "Oh, bless you," or they'll dance. Oh, they're great. I love it.
What are the point of them though? Like they're like he said, almost like Pikmin, almost like they.
I never played Pikmin, so I can't help you, or I can't tell you. But yes, in battle you use them; they can help you. The funny thing is, and it's even more kawaii, when you're battling, your rot buddies will disappear. They like run away because they're scared. But then while you're battling, you build up a gauge, and it's a courage bar. And once you get enough courage, the rot will come and help you. And then they're like, yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
You came to the wrong fucking neighborhood, buddy.
It's such a wholesome
Stone
game.
Guardian, bitch. Like,
there are like upgrades you can do to use them and stuff, but like the first power you have is you can literally just like send them onto somebody and they'll just like stun them and like wail on them a little bit. And then you can upgrade them and you can find more. And I have it set to all of them will follow me because I'm hoping my computer can handle it. So I don't know how many PC? I can get. Yeah. Epic Games Store. That's what I'm playing on. So I don't know how many people or how many little rots you can eventually get, but they're all following me. I want them all with me.
How many do you have right now?
Like 17, I think. And
what's max?
A lot more than that. I'll tell you that.
Oh.
So I'm not sure. I'd say maybe close to 100. I don't know. I won't really know though until I play more. So yeah, they do that, and it's cute and adorable. The combat's really fun so far. Story's great. Yeah, all around, it's a little treasure. Must be protected at all costs.
Yeah, it looks very fun. It almost a lot of people said it has like a lot of Zelda kind of feels with it too. So I really want to try it. I just got to finish the Ghost DLC first. So
yeah, well, let's get to that. You finished the main game, now you're on the DLC.
Got to say, it's an all-time game.
Woo!
It's an all-timer for Rob. I didn't do
he has seen the light.
What is the hardest game or the hardest difficulty in that game?
Realistic.
I didn't do realistic. I think you might have.
I did. Yeah.
Now what is the difference in that? Like, is it just one sword hit you die or what?
With my health, 2 sword hits. because I have like max health essentially. But yeah, like early on, it would be 1 hit. And then it's supposed to make it 2 though, so that enemies sometimes aren't quite as tanky.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, does it make like is there like 2 swipes and they're dead as well? I felt like that kind of made the sword fighting not as, I don't know, fun. I felt like if having a more like long fight was kind of more fun than just having it realistic. I did get kind of stuck in the loop of doing standoffs though all the time to get my resolve up before. Yeah, and like those are just so easy, you know. Yeah, I wish they kind of made those a little harder.
Well, the higher the difficulty, the harder they are.
Oh.
Less time to react and stuff.
But yeah, starting the DLC, it's a super awesome
I gotta tell you, you did like the Ronin showdowns, right? Did
you go where you can fight the straw hats? Yeah.
Yeah, you follow the straw hats. I gotta tell you, in realistic difficulty, that was tough. Yeah.
That was like that was really hard.
Yeah, that one was.
Well, those were really hard. Like one of those fights was really hard, and then the last dude has like all of those like combined techniques. Yeah, that really sucked. And you find him like in a cave or something like that.
I gotta tell you, the one where he uses the like we have it, like you press 2 buttons and you just do like a quick like lightning slash, like you dash.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That guy in realistic difficulty. Because like 1 dash and you're dead. And so, like, first time I'm like, Jesus! And then you just had to fight around it.
Yeah. And then once I got that one where you do the 3 attacks really fast, and your resolve is literally like so high, you just do that every time. But it's so sick.
If you had to guess, out of like 100%, what combat-wise, gameplay-wise, would you say you spent? Like, Ghost versus Samurai?
I'd probably say like 80 Ghost. I'd probably say like 80% Ghost. What I did was like, I had the little things that made the wind chimes poisonous. So what I just loved doing was I'd have like, I'd do like, I throw one over there, and then like I went and walked over there, I throw one over there. So I literally throw like 8 wind chimes and they'd all explode like at the same time. And then if there were like 2 yeah, exactly. It was sweet. But I would say like, I almost played it like it was an Assassin's Creed game. The only time when I really went samurai mode was when I got caught. Like,
yeah, true. Like, well, here we go.
Yeah, like, well, all right. Well, not as smooth as we liked it, but whatever.
I'm the same. Even in Deathloop, like, if there's a way to play stealthy, I can't help it. I usually just tend to play more stealthy. I would like to RP though sometimes, you know, and be honorable, depending on what I was doing. Like, okay, I should act like an honorable samurai. But
what decision did you make at the end of the main story without trying to be spoilery?
The contentious option.
Okay.
The one where nobody was happy with me in the comment section option.
Oh, yeah. I made the choice that was the easier choice, I think.
You coward.
And everybody was very happy with me. I'll have to go and watch yours.
Oh no!
I'll have to go back and watch your playthrough to see like your reaction to it and read the comment section.
That was so sad. Well, that's the thing too. Is like I was like, yeah, in my heart, I wanted to make the option you made, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm thinking through it pragmatically, reasonably.
Like, how is this going to work? Like, you know what I mean?
And to be fair, without trying to spoil anything, I honored their wish. Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, we did the same thing. Then we did the same thing. Oh, we did
the same thing?
Yeah.
Wait, so yeah. Oh?
Yeah, like, no, like, look at my hand. Like,
I can't see it. You're out of frame. When?
Did you do that or no?
Wait, but you're making it seem like Hirokiri. Seppuku.
No. But I'm just saying, like,
okay. So then, yeah, we did do the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Why was everyone happy with you then?
No, I don't know. People were stoked. Like,
people were pissed at me.
Oh, see, people were stoked about my choice. Like when I like closed my chat as soon as that came up because I was like, what? like I get to make a choice. Like, so I was like, I don't want to. And then I started like breaking it down. And so, yeah, I honored the wish and made the tough decision.
Yeah. I think the other way was the coward way. Like, it's really hard to talk about it without being able to spoil anything.
What kind of life is that?
Yeah. So we made the right choice.
I agree. That's funny that like your comment section was like, that's the worst choice ever.
I mean, it's like, can't believe you made that. Like that ruined. Oh my, how could you? And I'm like,
did you make any videos on the DLC at all or no?
No, I haven't. I have to finish it. Well, I was like, if you've watched this whole thing through me, you've seen how the story's unfolded, relationships and everything, and how this should all end. I made what I think is the right decision. Whether or not it's the easiest or I wanted to make it is a different question.
What armor did you wear?
Like the most?
Yeah. My favorite was wearing the con armor, because then you could just literally walk up to Mongols and just like they'd literally let you walk up to them and just like stab them in the head, and then just like walk by the other ones and just sab them in the back. But I just wasn't feeling like trying.
I remember which ones I did the most. Like I really like the Gosaku armor. I can't remember what, but the
Gosaku these nuts.
Okay. The
thank you, Blue.
The archer one. I can't remember, but it had like the really cool helmet. And then I would wear the traveler attire way too much, and people got upset at me, but I liked finding the collectibles and it helped. And then I would forget to change it, so I'm in combat with my traveler's attire.
It almost looks like you're wearing traveler's attire in your hoodie, like in the hoodie you're wearing. Yeah.
Which we'll just segue to that. Why not? So point being, Rob played it.
Yeah, and it was fucking sweet. And I really liked it, and I'm still playing the DLC. So if you haven't played the DLC you can catch it on my stream, because that's all I'm really doing right now.
Yeah. Catch him at that. How about that?
How about that?
So what am I wearing, Rob?
You're wearing this cool new merch. It's officially hoodie season, boys. Blue, I know you may or may not have a hoodie on, but we'll Photoshop a hoodie onto you.
Okay.
But that is like the official hoodie season.
I'm gonna Photoshop the hoodie on Blue. I'm not held liable.
But that is specifically the content Mr. Fruit box logo hoodie. Designed by Mr. Fruit and some other designer named Mike, who's awesome. And full embroidered work. Mr. Fruit, how does it feel and how does it look? More important.
Oh, it feels great. You know, my nipples have never graced such a fantastic fabric before.
You have a shirt on underneath there, don't lie.
Well, I've worn it without a shirt. But I thought it'd be best to not.
Well, the point of that hoodie too,
anyway.
I tried to pick like a mid-weight hoodie, something that's not too I want you to be able to wear it indoors, and I want you to feel comfortable.
It's not light, but it's not heavy. It's warm, but not too warm.
You know, something you can still wear and like, oh shit, like I want it to be like, oh, I can wear this going to 7-Eleven, or I can wear this going to the movie theaters, and I still feel really nice and cool and comfortable in it.
Very nice and cool and comfortable.
I did take the strings out. There are no strings. These hoodies will have no strings. I'm not a string guy. Guess what? You're gonna throw it in the dryer anyways, and then your hoodie is gonna come all scrumpled like this, and then you're like, oh, like the string. Like, now do I pull out the strings? I already made the decision for you. The string's out. All right, strings out. It's on.
Done. Which I think I like anyway. So
yeah, I do too. And then full embroidered work on the box logo. Definitely inspired by some streetwear companies that I used to like, but this is more so a content creator and kind of like what the content creator's actual like content is. So Mr. Fruit has always liked Japanese style and samurais and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the design we tried to go with. We had like 3 other ones. But that was the one we went with. And the thing that's cool with that embroider too is like there is like embroider that comes like out of like the stitching. So like there's actually like layers to it. Like it like pops out. It's literally like the best hoodie I've ever seen do with like content creation and like merch and stuff. So I'm really excited about it. Mr. Fruit, but in all honesty, how do you feel about it? Do you like it as the first time it came to you? You're not wearing the Friends and Family colorway. Claire was not a fan of the Friends and Family colorway.
Well, she has terrible taste. I did black camo. She's like, black camo? ew, why would you do that? I'm like, first off, I went with the more contentious one for friends and family.
I agree.
So like, I wouldn't go quite as wild. And then, some black camo, it felt a little more streetwear anyway.
Yeah, it did.
I like
it. I did too.
I like it. And she's like,
and guess what? That's what you're supposed to do. It's supposed to be what the content creator likes. And like Christian got to pick the color of the hoodies, the design.
And the pink is fuego.
Yeah, the pink is sick. And like what I really like about it too is like each box logo will be like the embroidered end of it will be like the same color as said hoodie. So like that Porter is pink, but if you order the green one, the stitching will be green. And then like on the black friends and family one, it's literally like a black. So it's so nice. And I'm really excited about it. And I thank you, Christian, for taking a chance and letting me try something like this.
Oh, thank you, Chief.
Yeah.
So when can people get these?
We have a lock page. The lock page should be up by the time this podcast is up. So, and I can't say what the lock page address is, but maybe we'll have it in the description or something like that at some point. But sales pre-order, so anybody can get. If you want one, you will get one. There's no like set limit. There's no like set inventory. It'll be a 3-day pre-order, October 1st through the 3rd. Which I think is a Friday through Sunday. And they will be on sale for about $85. Again, these are high embroidered, no expense, no quality corner cut. And yeah, so once this pre-order ends, 1st through the 3rd, we'll get started working on them. And then they will be this box logo will never come back. It'll never be re-released. It'll never be made in any sort of way. If we do another one with Mr. Fruit at some point, it'll be a completely different design. So,
bet.
Get it now. Blue, what do you think of it? As because I kind of dropped it on you guys like yesterday or 2 days ago. What do you think of it, Blue?
I think it looks very poggers.
There you go. From the man himself, it looks very poggers.
Hey, poggers is the best review.
But there's no blue colorway, so it's automatically like an 8 out of 10. Could have been a 9. Could have been a 10.
Who knows, Blue? Maybe you have one in your future if you're interested.
I will say though, before you go to order, they're a little bit. The sizes are a little bit bigger, so it's like a medium plus. Like this is a large. The length is a little bit longer than normal, but then the shoulders are bigger. So just take that into account. Depending on if you like.
Because I think you have some mediums with you. Have you tried on a medium friends and family one?
No, I haven't.
You should try one of those on and just see how that fits.
But I like the sweatshirts to fit a little bigger.
See, I do too. So I'm always kind of.
So it depends. If you want a little bit bigger, then go what you would normally want, probably. But if you want a little snugger,
if you want a little bigger, go true to size. If you want a little tighter, go half size down or full size down. I guess. I'm thinking of sneakers. But I'm glad to finally see it come to fruition. I'm glad you're happy with it, dude. Like that was the most thing I wanted is you to be excited and happy about it.
You said fruition.
What is that?
You said come to fruition, Mr. Fruit.
Oh, I thought I said it wrong. I was like, isn't that how it's said?
No, there's a pun.
Oh, okay. No pun intended.
What else we got in the docket, boys? I mean, we spent the first 40 minutes
talking about my veggies.
Yeah, nothing. Every time it's like, what are we gonna talk about? Well, there you
go. Let me see what we have on here that I wrote down. That I think we almost pretty much went through everything, if I'm not mistaken. New World is coming out. Are we playing that? What's the word on that? Like that's all on you. Like it depends. Like when you say, "Hey, we're on New World," I'm hopping on and playing. And then you say, "Do this," I do this. Okay.
Well, comes out the 28th, which is next Tuesday. Yeah, I've never played an MMO, so I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it at least a week or two, Boy Scout best. See if it's a lifestyle for me because that's what an MMO is. It's a lifestyle.
That's what I was gonna say. Like. Are we playing 12 hours a day or like?
Well, see, so first off, we're joining the clan already, I guess. Because when I was doing trials,
guess you were the one who invited us.
Well, yeah, when I was doing trials with Frosty and Imtashed, Well, I talked to Tash about New World because I know he's been kind of playing. He's like, yo, Goth and them have like set up a clan for like creators if you like want to get in on it. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure. They're super serious.
Yo, yeah, like the Discord in there is
if you peep Discord, it's like we've already declared war upon 18 nations. You know, we're rolling up like it's insane.
Are we the Fire Nation?
I think so. So they'll be real hard going in. I'm gonna play at my own pace. Like we'll play when it comes out for as long as we want that day. I'm not gonna ruin a sleep schedule. I'll say it this way. I'm not going to change the way my day works to work around New World. New World will still work around my day.
Okay.
I'm still going to try and live a normal life because
that's what I was wondering. Because like people are like, "Are you going to play New World?" It's like, well, I'm going to play on Mr. Fruit's schedule. When Mr. Fruit says, "Hey, I'm getting on New World," that means okay, I'm getting on New World. When Mr. Fruit says, "All right, probably going to get off here and go work out," all right, that means I'm getting off. Because if I get ahead or behind in an MMO, it's a death sentence.
That's kind of the
like.
So like Tuesday when it comes out, I'm hoping. I don't know when it comes out. Probably hop on in the morning if it opens like 10 a.m. or whatever. I don't know when it'll open. It'll probably open at midnight. I ain't doing that. So like, I don't know, like I'll work out in the morning. We'll hop on like 9 or 10, and then that day play longer than usual, probably because it's launch day. But then like most days it'll be like, yo, let me get today's video stuff figured out. Let me work out. Let's play New World. Maybe it's like noon or something. I have no idea. And then give it like a week or two, because that's the thing too. Is like, will I even like the game? I'll probably find out within like the first week, but it'll also be hard to know without whatever end game might look like. But yeah, either way, I'm pretty excited. Interested to see what it's going to be like. I've specifically, or rather purposefully, not played any of the betas, closed, open, any of that stuff.
I didn't play any of that because I felt like it would just make me like bored of what the actual game would be like when it came out.
I literally wanted launch day just be like, I'm in blind. This is it. We're going. So, hoping it's good. I'm kind of glad it's been delayed and stuff, so that hopefully it's the best version it can be. And I'm sure there'll still be problems and people will still have stuff to complain about. But at least it'll certainly be a better version of whatever it was going to release as.
Are you planning on playing Blue?
I'll probably give it a shot. It just doesn't really grab me. I don't know how to describe it.
It's true.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you would juggle 2 MMOs. Well, actually 3, because you already played Destiny.
I can make it work. That's
not an MMO. That's an abusive relationship. There's a big difference.
True.
Also on this, we have Squid Game.
What yeah.
Yeah, what's Squid Game?
I had no idea. I kept seeing it on Twitter a couple days ago.
Oh, are we getting baited?
No. And I was hearing about like Squid Game because I kept seeing it like trending too. I'm like, what the fudge is this? Turns out it's a TV show. And it's on Netflix. And it's a Korean TV show. But it was like #1 on Netflix, like everywhere. Or at least like in the US. And like no, especially like Korean show ever is.
Uh-huh.
And so people are like hyping it up. And I was like, I'll watch the first episode. I'll judge myself. It's sick.
So, I'm assuming it's subtitled. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're subs. I'm sure you could watch dub, but for me, I don't have a problem with dubs. But I do have a problem when it's not animated, because when it's animated and it's dubbed, you can't really tell. Like the mouths is.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
But when it's like live action dubbed, I can't do that. It's like my brain is just not happy with it. It's like, bro, they stopped talking, but they're still going, man. Like, what?
Well, when I watched Ghost of Tsushima, when I went back and watched like a Ghost of Tsushima playthrough where they had like Japanese dub, and I noticed that the characters still talked with like English.
Well, so that's actually what they updated with the director's cut.
Oh, no way.
With some technology or whatever, but they made it so that now whatever, I don't know if any language, but at the very least Japanese dub. If you do that, it's all
cool,
like lined up now. Yeah,
interesting. Now maybe I'll have to do another playthrough with that later. But like that was like one thing I was like, I don't think I could get past that.
Yeah, super cool.
What is it about?
Really cool concept. It's so the gist of it is these people who are all pretty desperate for money, down on themselves or down on life or whatever, go to this place to do a game show, essentially, but it's not televised or anything. But they play just children's games, like red light, green light, and like really basic childish
Sharks
stuff,
and minnows, yeah,
to try and win an obscene amount of money. But the twist is, it's a deadly children's game. And
Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's go.
yeah. So I don't want to give too much because, like, I don't know, the first episode's pretty fun. Or, well, like, by the end of it, you get the gist of what it's going to be. And I wasn't sure about it. And so I went in pretty blind, and I'm glad I did. I think it's worth it. At the very least, just give the first episode a try. I gave it a try Tuesday night, and then by last night, I've already watched like 7 episodes. I think I'm already done, almost.
Grinder.
Yeah, and they're like an hour long. I've been wasting my life. So I've been spending my nights. So yeah, I would say check it out. It's really cool, and I like that. Like those are my favorite kind of TV shows, exploring interesting ideas rather than just like another cop drama or sitcom. I'm all about the cool. That's why I like movies, even if they're not that good. I just like when they like The Cube. Not a very good movie, but I like it because it explored a weird concept that somebody decided to explore. So
yeah, I'm in a weird spot with TV right now. Remember, I was watching Dexter. I think I've hit the point, Blue, where like I'm over it.
Yeah.
It's not that like it's getting bad in season 5 because we're at the end of season 5-ish, but it's just kind of. I don't like the character necessarily. Like, I think she just gives Dexter problems. Like, I feel like that's all her character was kind of written for, was to give problems.
Reminds me of that girl in Breaking Bad, his wife.
Oh, Skylar?
I hate Skylar.
She redeems herself though.
I hate her.
She comes back a little bit. But
She
yeah,
shows up on the screen. Shut up.
I'm
Skylar.
back at watching like The Voice, or not The Voice. I'm watching
Masked Singer.
but one of
AI
those
Singer.
No, hey, I think the AI
other
singer
singer.
I think the AI singer actually has a chance to be kind of cool, and here's why. Because it's people who are like afraid and have like stage fright and stuff like that, and there are a lot of people like that. So I think it's kind of cool that like they could have this AI do that for them while they still actually have a talent. You know what I mean? With the Masked Singer, it's just like we got Rob Gronkowski to sing "Mary Had a Little Lamb" for an episode. Like, don't you want to watch that?
I don't watch TV anymore, and of course, every time it's like a new show, they're like, "It's a different singing one." I'm like, okay.
But I'm watching Dancing with the Stars because my Peloton instructor Cody is on there. He was a little stiff in the first dance, but that's okay.
All right.
First show jitters.
That's to be expected.
Yeah, the first show jitters, but
get him on a cycle,
stiff.
and hey,
they started him on a Peloton. It was fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm really rooting for that guy.
I wonder if Peloton's paying him to do that.
Oh, you have to think, right? Like, because it's a big because when they say like Cody Rigsby, they go Peloton star Cody Rigsby. Well, because like I did a live class, my first live class. I don't know if I talked about it. I did my first live class, I think last week. He had 16,000 people in his class.
Go on, Cody.
Yeah. So Cody's owning. We love Cody, but I don't like this necessarily live
Cody's
Peloton
in that
classes.
live chatting directory.
I like the VODs better because it's just like kind of a more like you have 20 people in the session with you rather than 8,000 on the leaderboard, and then you start at 1 and then all of a sudden you do one pedal and you're at 6,755. Like,
yeah, whenever I did it, I never paid attention to that stuff.
Oh, really? I'm all about the leaderboard. I can't. I gotta be like top like 25 percentiles. What I always try and shoot for. And it kills me. Do we want to move on to Patreon questions?
Let's ask the class. Class? Yeah. Well, the class said yeah.
They're out at recess, Mr. Fruit.
Hey,
let me see.
quit having fun. Get back in here to have more fun learning.
I'm trying to find like where we stopped off at. Okay. What's wrong from your childhood? Okay, we did that. High school teachers, we did that, right? And then we did the Apple one. Okay, here we go. Glaze says, I got rejected recently, and even though I'm in my mid-20s, it still hits like a truck. Do you guys have any tips on dealing with a broken heart?
Been there, brother.
Yeah. There's really like no, like, you know, everybody's different. For me, it was like just focusing on me and like trying to like just better me in every kind of way. And that was like through working out, eating just once fast food a day, but having that be it. You know, just kind of things that like, cause like for the first time you can like just like really focus on you. I mean, yours is rejection is always really tough though. But hey, at least you put yourself out there, you know, because now you don't have to wonder like, oh, what if I did something, you know? And
yeah, they're not going to make a Marvel series about you.
Yeah, don't let that rejection like sway you from ever like really trying again. You should still try. And like dating is super weird, especially during the pandemic, I'm sure. Like,
well, I mean, it's tropes and age-old sayings, but like, really, you miss every shot you don't take. So like,
Michael Scott,
rejection does hurt, and it can sting, but it's 100% better than never taking the shot, never knowing, and nothing coming from it one way or the other. So I think if you know you want to take the shot, you know, I'm not saying you just go around firing every shot you possibly can, but I don't think it's ever a bad idea to do it more so. Like you're probably like, oh, how could I ever do this again? I'm hurt. You know, what are we gonna do? You're gonna be fine. You'll find somebody, or maybe you don't. You know, some people, not everybody's gonna find somebody, but if you genuinely believe you want to find somebody, you will, as long as you keep taking your shot. Because otherwise, how's it ever gonna happen? So it's kind of up to you.
Kings and queens.
It'll hurt.
You can't love someone else unless you love yourself.
Yeah,
true.
You can't rely on other people for your happiness. So the quicker you learn that, the quicker you're going to realize, hey, it's okay.
You know,
maybe one day I'll find someone I can share my happiness with. But if I don't, that's okay too.
The last time you said that, Blue, I took it to heart.
Oh.
And that's when I made that post about my body. Part of it was because of you.
Oh. And you looked fantastic in those photos.
Thank you, King.
Oko says, it's now's Blue's chance to rant about FFXIV Let T. What was your hypest moment and biggest disappointment? I'm personally not a fan of the 90-second cooldown change on tanks, but we'll see how that plays out.
That was a contentious
At least
one.
I'm not a scholar main. Oh, scholar mains like us, Christian.
Seriously, dude.
Okay, I'll keep it quick so I don't annoy people.
I don't have to pee as bad this time.
Tilder, I really like the healer change, having everything be like 1.5 second cast. That's like the whole reason I play Astro.
For us stupid people, why don't you like what changed?
So right now we have 3 healers, and they all have really long cast times. So you have like a recast time, which is basically how quickly you can
your cooldown.
Your cooldown essentially, right? And for White Mage and Scholar, like your recast time was the same as your cast time. So like it was pretty clunky, like cast like off globals, which is like things that like don't have that they don't follow the global cooldown timing. So like you can't like think of it like this: you click a button, there's a delay till you can click your next button. But there's some buttons where you use them, and they usually have longer cooldowns, but you can use them while other stuff is being cooled down. Basically.
Okay.
So
that helps.
So Astro was the only healer that could use off globals without like you clicking a button and you cooldown, and now I have to wait for my cooldown. So every healer is going to be able to weave OGCDs with their GCD, which is very nice quality of life change.
We like that.
I like that a lot. My least favorite change, I have to say is definitely what Oko said. So ordinarily, Dark Knight and Warrior, they have these really cool spam abilities where you pop them and then I could spam like my biggest ability like for like 10 seconds. And generally that was like 5 GCDs you could spam. Well, now instead of that, they're changing it to where instead the buff only lasts for 3 GCDs total as opposed to having a time limit on it. So it does have a time limit, but it's like a very long, it's like a 60-second time limit. But now you get like charges to use instead of it just being like optimizing your stuff. So I don't like that change. I think it's not poggers at all. Live Letter was super fucking sick though. I'm so fucking hyped for Endwalker.
Classy asks, were you guys a Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, or Disney Channel stan in the 2000s, or did you like them all? Also, some of your favorite childhood TV shows.
Yes.
I started early, like when Disney Channel had Lacey McGuire, Even Stevens. Early in my stage, like I was Disney Channel, and then I kind of went to Nickelodeon when SpongeBob came out. And then I was more so Cartoon Network because that's when Powerpuff Girls, Foster's, Courage, Codename Kid Next Door. But like my all-time favorite is still SpongeBob.
I would say watched all of them. Disney Channel would be the least. But
Agreed.
then like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon were always pretty close. But then Toonami probably pushed Cartoon Network over the edge.
Toonami fucked so hard.
I started
And every time
was
he
like a
gets
Weeba
in his
maker.
ship and he's like, it's time for Toonami.
And then it had like hip hop played in the background, like a nice like beat.
Watching like Gundam.
Yeah, like Toonami starts and you look around like, are my parents here? Like, did they know that Toonami started?
I was
What about you?
probably. I was never that big on Nickelodeon. It wasn't until later I watched some Nick stuff. I always thought Nickelodeon was like the off-brand, was like the great value of the channels. When I was really young, I loved Disney Channel. I was a huge Disney Channel stan. And I feel like if you were a Cartoon Network stan, you were also kind of a Disney Channel stan because they were so close on the channel if you had cable.
All three were. They were right next to each other.
Yeah, but
Animal
not
Planet
for
was
me.
smushed right in between.
For I guess in my area, Nickelodeon was like channel 99,
Oh, really?
but Disney and Cartoon were like right next to each other. So like
So
if
just
I was
so
like
loud.
if I wasn't vibing to something on Cartoon Network, I would just go to Disney Channel. But as I got older, I was definitely Cartoon Network, and then Toonami was just always the wave, dude.
Yeah.
You know what cartoon I was thinking about the other day? That I was always sad it never came back. Flapjack. I don't know if you guys ever watched that.
Flapjack was a great show with the whale
Yeah.
and the pirate. Yeah, Flapjack was great. I have
think it only got,
Flapjack.
like, one season or something, but
I got Flapjack on my S tier on Cartoon Network, or like on my whatchamacallit? What's the word I'm looking for? Tier list.
I really like that one. I've never seen it, my Adventure Time or whatever, but I feel like if I grew up with it, I'd probably be a big Adventure Time stan.
Yeah, probably. I feel the same way.
Or Gravity Falls. Everyone is like
In love with that one.
Yeah. And the only reason I know about it is because I guess we played the Gravity Falls TTT map or whatever.
And then there's a Robbie V like in that. Like I've had people ask me if my name is inspired from that Gravity Falls like character.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I love Gravity Falls. Next question here from Patty. Says coming from a rare Canadian viewer. I wouldn't say rare. I don't know what Christian's demographics reveal about Canadian viewership.
Let me see.
I was curious if any of you follow the NHL at all. I know y'all talk football, but not heard much else. My favorite NHL team are the Winnipeg Jets. I enjoy the podcast every week and have been listening since day one and subbed to the Patreon. Well, thank you, Patty.
No, I am not a hockey fan. My dad wasn't a hockey fan. In my house, it was basketball, football, and soccer. That was it.
Canada is in the top 3
There we go. See, not rare.
US is 65.2%. The UK, or BROF, is 6.5%.
Come on, bro.
And Canada is 4.2%.
So, not very rare.
Followed by Australia. Philippines is actually the 5th highest. What up, my Philippine viewers? And then Germany, Netherlands, India, Malaysia, Sweden, Indonesia, South Africa, New Zealand, Mexico, Singapore, Brazil, Norway, Ireland, Denmark, Saudi Arabia,
That's so
Finland,
cool.
Belgium, Italy, Portugal.
That's really cool that like so many people all over the world watch your videos.
What the fuck? Japan is only 0.2%. I love them, but they don't love me. I see how it is. I got Trinidad and Tobago. I forget that's even a thing.
Do you like NHL, Mr. Fruit?
No. Look, I'm a pretty one-trick pony when it comes to like physical sports. Catch me in NFL.
Was football the only sport that was on in the house?
That's why. That and golf. Didn't pick up golf. Like we never watched basketball, never watched baseball. We'd watch like World Series, but baseball never really interested me. Yeah, like that was really all that we watched. So, NFL is all I really knew.
What about you, Blue? Hockey stand?
I know you like the.
Not really.
I don't know the Texas Dallas Stars.
We have
That's right.
Rampage down here, and
see, we got the Eagles. And the Avalanche. I mean, the Avalanche is like the main team, but up here in Fort Collins, we have the thing called like the Eagles or something. Yeah, I don't ever go.
Was a big fan. Was the answer.
Huge fan.
Sloss asks, so for 112, can we all have half of the Dream Team on the podcast, and then on 112 2.0, can we have the other half? Maybe plus Mike, as we've never seen a 113. Oh,
is that Mike's question?
No, that was Sloths. I don't know what we're gonna do for 112, but maybe we have like the boys on or something like that.
See who we can get. We didn't plan anything for 100, so just don't get your hopes up. We'll try. I'll forget probably.
The counselor, a GG over Easy Legend, asks, who would win in a fight to the death? Wolverine from X-Men or Scorpion from Mortal Kombat? Also for Blue, I just created a character in FF14. With no exaggeration, it was by far one of the most arduous and painful starts to a video game I've ever experienced. And the opening tutorial is such a slog that I don't want to go back and play it. How long until the game gets good?
Like 200 hours, dude.
Once you get out of ARR, it's much more
fun. Well, how many hours is that? Like, how many? What would you say?
That's probably like 50 hours, man. I'm going to be honest with you.
Sheesh.
It's always really hard to commit
if
to
you
this
bum rush through it, if you bum rush through it, you can probably get it through 40. What I would say is if you're not having fun, you should maybe try messing around with other jobs. And
those are like classes, right?
If it's like the worst, classes. And if it's like really the worst, like maybe just like, do some dailies and maybe do like a mission or two every day. Like the way I see it is you can't treat each expansion or each main story like it's an MMO expansion. You really got to treat them like it's its own game, because that's the healthiest way to do it. And simultaneously, like that, like truly, like every expansion is essentially a full game. So a lot of people make the mistake of just trying so hard to like just get to like the good stuff, when take the time to enjoy it now. Because every single expansion is the equivalent of playing a new game. Like, if you look at it that way, like, oh, I have 4 $60 games to play. It is much more tolerable than I have to get to the good stuff. I have to burn through ARR. This shit fucking sucks. ARR is definitely rough, absolutely, but the game, as soon as you get past ARR, oh my god, it's so good.
All right, who wins in a fight, Wolverine or Scorpion?
Wolverine.
Yeah, I mean Wolverine doesn't die, right? But Scorpion doesn't die too, right? I'm gonna go Scorpion.
I don't know much about Scorpion to be able to like accurately match him up. I'm just gonna assume he can't pierce adamantium, and so he can't get over there, and Wolverine wins.
He can't get over here. Ronan asks, a while back, Fruit said he was reading The Art of War by Sun Tzu. I think I'm saying that right. Am I saying that correctly?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
have you considered reading Book of Five Rings by Miyamoto Musashi? Oh, I know I butchered that, but I tried.
no, I think you nailed it. Miyamoto. That was the name, right?
Something like that. Yeah, the Book of Five Rings.
I haven't heard of it, so I'll check it out.
Entropy asks, have you guys had a experience playing a musical instrument besides middle school band, or have you ever had any interest of picking up as a hobby? I think Christian's the only one, and Blue.
What?
What instrument did you play? The trumpet or something?
Oh yeah. Except I can play it way better in my mouth than I can the actual instrument. I was terrible. After about 2 days, yeah, I just gave that up. I used to play the piano, gave that up. I was probably better at the piano. Yeah, that's it. So currently, I play nothing.
Did you play anything, Blue?
Like the.
You seem like a drummer. You drum?
What's the exact question here? Was
It
it
says,
like was a high school band?
Musical.
type thing, or was
It says playing a musical instrument besides middle school band, or like ever had interest in picking up music.
Yeah, I play I can play bass. I can play guitar.
No, you seem
I
like a
definitely
bassist,
played
that's
drums
true.
back in the day.
Boom, 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 boom,
I'm not a
boom.
great drummer, but I could
Hey, come
probably
on. Keep
smash
yourself.
a couple things. But yeah, I can play bass. I can play guitar.
Blemish.
I hit fuck on the recorder too. I'm kind of built differently.
Oh,
cross buns.
shoot. Da, 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 da.
Nailed it. Blemish asks, what's your favorite What If episode so far? The newest episode was hilarious, but the twist at the end was crazy.
Yeah, I haven't seen any
watched
of
it.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I also haven't watched any of the Star Wars Visions either.
Yeah. Well, I got caught up in Squid Game, so I had to finish that first. And we're finishing Ted Lasso.
Have you watched What If, Blue?
I have watched What If. I've been keeping up with it.
What's your
I
favorite?
really enjoy it.
I guess, like, without being spoiled, I guess just say the episode. Because I don't...
It was definitely the Doctor Strange episode.
Did they
Spoilers,
get
man.
Benedict Cumberbatch to voice?
Yeah, they did.
I'm sure
No,
Disney
yeah.
went. And he went.
Yep.
That would be all, thank you.
Kosada asks, question for Blue and Fruit. Have you guys caught up with Baruto, and are you excited about the next episode, if you are? Question for Rob. If I have CMC, Zeke, DK Metcalf, and Cooper Kupp, and Mike Williams, and Gronk, do I trade Zeke, or should I keep him? It's a 10-man full blank. Just keep your team, bro. Your team is stacked. You don't need to mess with that at all.
Yeah, unlike mine. What was the question before that? I
Have
forgot.
you been keeping up with Baruto?
No. Well, I was never caught up. I recently watched an episode this past week, but I'm like on episode 32.
Of what? How many are there?
200 something.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I'm right there. You know, catch me in a year.
And aren't you in the bad part of Baruto when people were saying it was really bad?
I'm trying, man, but yeah, it's slow. It's slow. I'm trying. I really am. Which is why I moved to Hunter x Hunter for a while.
Have you been watching it, Blue?
No, not really.
I know you said you. I think you were the one that said it was really bad. Like when it starts out.
Yeah, just like One Piece, you know.
I was saying, maybe I'll start One Piece because it'll be nice to know I'll have a show I'll never finish. Like, there's just so much. I don't have to worry about ever catching up. I'll just watch like 5 episodes. Yeah, kind of. I'll never actually watch all 1,000 or whatever, but.
Strachan asks, all right, so this might seem confusing, but how vivid is your imagination? By that, I mean, when you close your eyes and think of an image or a sound, how vivid is it? It might seem like a simple answer, but I've had discussions about this with my friend till about 3 a.m. about this. For example, I can barely see anything whatsoever when I close my eyes, but when I hear a song in my head so vividly, it's like I'm listening with my headphones.
I think we talked about this when Christian has he smokes a cigarette and then like that's how he falls asleep. I can't do that. Like when I close my eyes, I'm it's just a black, like, you know, it's just nothing. Like when I think of a song, I don't like hear it in my head. Like I hear it through my voice just talking about the lyrics, but I don't hear the song. So I would say my imagination is pretty piss poor.
I hear songs all the time. That's why people are like, oh, why are you always singing? I have to get them out, man. What was it? Literally the other day. Like, the thing too is I hate it. Like, it'll just get in my head. Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up. The entire day, I could not get it out of my head. I hate it. I couldn't tell you the last time I heard it, but I could hear it vividly just on repeat, and I'm like, kill me.
You were getting
now.
Rick rolled.
I was. But I'd say very vivid.
Yeah, you're extremely vivid. What about you, Blue? You got a good imagination?
I have a pretty fucking scary imagination. I will just get lost sometimes in my imagination. Like when I'm going to bed, right? Sometimes I'll like be up for an hour because my imagination is just keep me way too hype.
Damn, I'm just boring.
Like I just close my eyes, like, all right, we're closed. Like, you know, I'm not like, there's this world. Like,
I'm in a whole new world.
Treyborn asks, have you guys started Star Wars Visions yet? If so, what's your favorite episode? If you don't, if not, do you plan on watching it?
I haven't watched it yet.
100% plan on it.
Yeah. Have you watched it, Blue? I heard they came out with like all the episodes.
Visions. Yeah, I saw. So I was gonna watch it, but then I saw there was all the episodes, and I was like, oh no. I was like, all right.
If I sit, I'm gonna have to watch them all if I sit down.
Well, like here's how I binge. All right. I order myself some nice Chipotle, you know, during the day. I sit down. I'm like, all right, get myself maybe a little sody. Start the first episode, and I'll just settle in, and I will just watch probably like half the show or a couple episodes. But yeah, I was gonna watch it, but I haven't watched it. No.
Okay.
There's just too. When I see just all the episodes ready, I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah. You're like, I don't have the kind of.
Well, I see.
I'm not prepared.
I don't have the time to dedicate to this right now. I'm not just gonna watch one.
A little more digestible though, because they're probably only like, what, 20 minutes.
Yeah, they're very short.
I think there's only like 7. So.
And they're not canon, right? Like, they're all just kind of for fun.
They're not canon, yeah, but no, they're not canon. But a lot of people were like, "Damn, I kind of wish it was canon" on Twitter. So apparently it was pretty good. I'll give it a shot.
I mean, it's anime, Star Wars. Of course, I'm going to give it a shot.
Angel asks, I'm a big fan of the SMP and love survival crafting games like Terraria. Do you guys plan on playing any other survival games, or did Valheim put an end to that?
Valheim was fine. The only problem was no one ever played with me.
Yeah.
I got boys on for like one day, and then I was like,
Minecraft is about like all I can do survival wise. Because then like I just get to the point where I feel like I always say this. I get into that. Can you make this for me? Can you do this for me? And I feel like Minecraft is the only game where like I can do that for myself because it was ingrained in my 15-year-old brain.
I don't know if that's your answer, but
yeah, that is my answer.
Well, I mean like our answer.
Oh,
if he was looking for it, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Halcyonic asks, if y'all are a fan of breakfast tacos, what is your favorite kind or breakfast taco? My personally, I always stand bean and cheese.
Shit!
Let's go!
Because breakfast tacos.
But I haven't eaten yet. Can we not talk about? I'm so hungry.
My favorite kind of breakfast taco.
Oh fuck!
All right, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
Don't stop. I'm stopping right there. Nope. Rob doesn't have an opinion.
I prefer a burrito.
What the fuck? He asked you what breakfast taco and you were relevantly bringing a burrito into this conversation.
And I say breakfast burrito is my favorite breakfast taco.
This is a conversation between A to B. See your way out, Rob.
All right.
So
okay?
when you have an answer to the question, you're free to answer it. Since you haven't yet.
Yeah. Let us know. So anyway.
So I fucking love bean and cheese tacos. I munched on those when I was a kid and I never stopped. However, I have been fiending on the new wave down here, which is the chilaquiles tacos. I do love those.
That sounds fuego. I wish we had good breakfast tacos here, man. I really do. I mean, I don't know if I have like a specific, but give me like
Tunic fucks new shit. Okay, if you go
anything with like eggs, potatoes, and a variation of any kind of meat, and that alone has me sold.
You're on.
So my fruit. Next time you come down here, you have to try the chilaquiles tacos because
my local place convince me.
My local place down here, they their chilaquiles has eggs, has potatoes, and it has little peppers, the bell peppers in it. And to top it all off, if you ask, they will cook it with shredded chicken. I've never taken fruit to my favorite spot or any of them because like
burritos.
No, Rob.
Hey, Rob. Did we ask for your? Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's how you know. That's how you know my place is authentic Mexican because they don't have burritos. There's not a single.
They don't even compromise. They're like, "Oh, you want burritos? Go somewhere else.
Go somewhere else." But yeah, I've never been able to take fruit to my favorite Mexican joint, and it kind of makes me upset. The only person I've taken is that's not true. I brought you the tacos the first year.
I remember that
place, and then the only person I brought has been Ab or Versus, and he was like, I still think about that place, and I was like, I still dream about bringing you guys there.
Ricardio the Heart asks, have you guys ever fallen into a VTuber rabbit hole on YouTube? It is deep, dark descent into anime waifu hell. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
I can't say no.
No, I haven't either.
I don't understand how people fall down this rabbit hole because, like, I talked to Sammy about it, and he's like, "Dude, I just can't stop watching VTubers," and I'm just like, "Bro, they're fucking streamers with avatars, bro. I don't understand what you're talking about." Any
different.
Yeah, and he's just like, "Yeah, but like, no, their characters are just so cool." I'm just like,
I love him, and I love how you're just like, dude, like it's just a streamer who just has a
grow up, dude. Grow up, man. Get it together, man.
I guess if that like appealed to me, I probably would, but like, it just doesn't. I don't know. The novelty doesn't really.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're having VTubers since like Benny Fitz has been on Twitch. I don't know if you know Benny Fitz. He's like a puppet. Like, I feel like there has been that before. I just feel like it. I think like it's called Hollow Live or something like that. That kind of just spiked this kind of popularity in it. But like, no, I have not really watched it.
At the end of the day, I don't care if they're a VTuber or a regular streamer or whatever. It's like if they're just entertaining and I want to watch, it's going to be the same. I don't really classify them differently.
Yeah, like I like. There's no difference between a streamer who has a webcam on, no webcam on, and a VTuber cam on. Like it's all the same to me, honestly.
I can understand admiring characters, but like it's just.
I can admire like that's a cool OC. Like I think Dork's OC is like my favorite OC.
Where are my royalties? But yeah, it's fine.
It's offset by the fact that you sold his stickers.
Oh yeah, there were my royalties. Yeah, should have sold those for more, dude. I make like a penny on each one. Yeah, I guess some of the novelty for some people too might be the disconnection. Is for them, they're following these people, but they get to view them as a character rather than a person or something.
Like it's not actually like Rem is playing Need for Speed, and you're watching her play Need for Speed. It's just like someone who has OC. But like I get like if they like that. Fire Rasengan with the last question says, since this episode was based on food and my girlfriend is half Korean, what is your favorite Korean delicacies? I don't even know, like, off the top of my head.
fucking fuck so hard. And this is a little no, not like that. This is a little might be a little basic. Might be a little YouTuber basic trendy, but Korean spicy noodles with those big fucking rice cakes. Sheesh.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll join the sheesh.
One, Koreans know how to make spicy food, and two, just like spicy Korean rice cakes just hit so different. Sheesh.
Well, if you thought you were basic, call me even more basic. Korean barbecue. I love going to the Korean barbecue places and getting all the meat and just being able to cook it. And I forget which one exactly.
Bulgogi.
Is that like what it's called?
Bulgogi is so good.
Well, usually they have some, like, usually it's like sweet pork ribs, or like most places usually have some sort of meat with like a special sauce. Those are the best. Like, their normal meats are good, but when you get the ones with like the sauces, yeah.
But the one, like, the beef bulgogi is the one that I know for a fact you remember. It's beefy, but it's got like a little bit of like a sweet kick to it.
Damn.
But it's got like, and it feels like sauce has been injected directly into the beef without there being sauce on it. Yeah.
Even more basic of an answer, I'm going to steal your guys's because I can't think of anything.
Okay.
You never been to a Korean barbecue, Rob?
I can't say I have.
What the?
We'll fix that.
We'll fix that. I love Korean barbecues, dude.
Is that like a place where you like to like cook your own food?
Yes, it's so good.
Can I say I don't get that?
I love that.
Yeah.
So
what if I'm bad at cooking? Like, what if
it's where to
grow up,
place, flip, take. Like, that's all there is to it.
Makes me so mad I don't have a hot pot place near me, because a hot pot places it's basically the same idea of Korean barbecue, but like instead of cooking your meat, like you cook your stuff in the soup they give you, and it's
like, I always think like somebody could do it better than me, so like I'll just let someone else do the flipping.
No,
like,
it's
because I'm gonna ruin it.
That's the thing about Korean and like hot pot. It's very simple. It's whereas like, because it already comes ready. All you have to do is throw it on and heat it up.
So simple, even a vegetable hater can do it.
Yeah. Oh my god, hot pot with bok choy.
Yeah. They bring out little sides.
I'm gonna have a baby right now. I just want to eat some food.
I have not eaten. I'm dying right now. We did find a sushi train place near us. That's actually pretty good.
Oh,
it's pretty fun.
Have you guys found a good dim sum place around you?
No, I wish.
Damn it, dude! I don't have any good dim sum place like directly around me. They're all like on the northwest side, and that's like a 15-minute drive, and I'm not ready for that.
Sushi train, is it just like is it like they have, and it's just like you can like, ooh, I want that one. Yeah, like that looks fun.
Yeah,
I want to try some of that.
It's nice too because you don't gotta wait. You just sit down, bam,
and you go. And that is the last question for the GG Over Easy podcast, wrapping up episode 102. Mr. Fruit, where can people find you on the internet?
Find me at more Mr. Fruit with my Let's Plays.
You guys can find me at twitter.com/contentmerch. Buy your hoodies.
You guys find me at twitter.com/dorkshadow.
Nice.
Everybody's getting shout outs.
But don't look at work. Let's go.
Look at work specifically.
Bye.